Hey fancy friends, or hi for you, my name is David. Today I am extremely excited because I'm going to give you guys a complete houseplant tour of my entire collection in my apartment. Sadly, I believe this will be my last houseplant tour because you guys, within a couple days, we're probably going to move to our new rental and I'm super duper excited. And you guys are going to see all the plants that we're going to have to move. I'm gonna try to do all of it. I don't want my husband or my family to do it because it is a lot of work and I just need a good coffee and call it a day. So I'm really excited to show you guys my entire collection and how all of the plants are doing. This is not a perfect houseplant tour. This is a very realistic one. You're going to be seeing probably like one or two thirsty plants, a mealybug here and there. I really do try to prevent mealybugs, but the reality is when I have so many plants, I can only suppress them and control them and not let them go crazy, because if I don't do anything for like a week or two, they will spread like wildfire. But I think I'm doing a pretty good job, and usually it's just rinsing them and some like neem oil spray or some other stuff that I can use as well. But I'm pretty happy with my collection. I know we started from like very little plants at the beginning of the year, and then now everything has grown. Fertilizing has made everything explode and growth, as well. Using grow lights helps a lot too. So that's enough blabbering. We're gonna get straight into it. We're gonna start over here. So this is a scindapsus, and yes, we're gonna patch, well, I'm gonna patch those holes. It's from previous hooking up hooks on the ceiling, and we've been here for like 4 years, you guys. So just a good, quick little patch up with some like, I don't know what to call it, but it's like Play-Doh, and it kind of helps a lot with covering those holes up. This is my beautiful Scindapsus exotica, and it is now thirsty. I always like to underwater my plants. I'm extremely terrified with overwatering because then you really gotta get in there. But when it's underwatered, usually like this is the perfect time to do it. You just give it a good watering and then it will perk back up like nothing has ever happened, and it's a safer bet that it's gonna be a-okay. But I'm really happy with this stunning Scindapsus exotica. Really proud of her, and I cannot wait to watch it grow even more. Let me hang it in the ceiling. Okay, so here is my micans, which I'm trying to recover, and then my coffee plant, silver band maranta, love, and this red maranta as well. It was blooming. You can kind of see the little flowers. I try to cut them off because they can get pretty messy. It's not that bad or severe, but it starts to stack up. Like they make a little bit of a mess. But really happy with it, and it's blooming, so that lets me know that I'm doing an okay job with it. Here is my Anthurium veitchii, and I'm waiting for the new leaf. Also some air plants. People usually panic when they see this, but there's enough airflow. I turn off the fan on top, but I just do it like this for right now. Later on, I would love to have its own little section of my air plant, but for right now, this is perfectly fine. And the goal is, well, you don't want to make sure the center is moist for a very long time, or like, not moist, but you don't want it to be like moisture in the middle because they rot pretty fast like that. So that's on that, but really happy with my Anthurium veitchii. Here is a new ficus that we got on a plant shopping video. They're all on sale. As of today, they have a sale going on at the Home Depot. Everything's 50% off on these 6-inch and also the bigger planters. The plants, like this was $20, but I got it for $10. And the bigger ones, they are $30, but they're going for $15. So that's a really good deal if you've been wanting a scindapsus. They also have variegated ring of fire, Calathea oblifolia, and so many other beautiful plants. So yes, over here is another really fun begonia. I do love it a lot. I was underwatering it a little bit too much, but now it's doing so much better. Here is my variegated ZZ that we had outside, and I think it was getting too much light. Is it gonna focus? I don't know, it's struggling to focus. It put out a new leaf, but as you can see, it's all variegated, which is not really good. It needs some green to photosynthesize, so I am hoping that tricking it and putting it on a lower spot. I placed it from the south-facing balcony outside to inside. I am hoping that it will give us a new stalk, a new shoot that's variegated or has some grain, because this is not really good. Even though it's fun to look at, it's not a really good thing. Here is a scindapsus. Here is another Syngonium. This is called the Syngonium white ribbon. Variegated because of this. This is how it looks. People think it's an oval, but when I bought it, it was labeled as that. And I actually did end up propagating it, which I can show you guys the other plants that I ended up making. Here is a neon queen, snowdrift philodendron, my begonia, which has to be repotted as soon as possible. This is another fun one that I got at the flea market a couple years back. Euphoria, well, there's a name, I can never pronounce it correctly, but it's a really, really pretty plant. I do like the variegation on the foliage. And like I said, you're gonna see some dirt here and there. That's just how it is. This is a mother of 1,000. When I actually bought this plant, this one was in there like a little tiny baby, and then I watched it grow, and it's just been like that. But you can see all the little babies that it produces. Here is my begonia black mamba. Really, really in love with it. It just got so massive, and it was from Proven Winners. It's a small little plant. Ended up repotting it on this 6-inch, and it's just taking over. Now we're gonna get into the shelves. Here is my Jaceina that I ended up propagating by nodes, and I got the best variegation that I could get from the mother plants, and it's just looking really, really beautiful. Like, look how it just fills up nicely in that section. I think it's stunning. Like, look at that. It's just insane. Here is a new plant that I bought. It's a it was labeled as Japanese albo, but it's just an albo arisonii. The thing is, when I got it, it came with these 2 new leaves. They're green, which is not really the best. So I'm hoping that it's gonna give us some variegated leaves. Some people told me to look at the stem, and I hope I'm not being delusional, but I do see some variegation in there. So I'm hoping it would establish and we would get some pretty variegated leaves. Here's my Hoya compacta. This is my silver streak philodendron. Looks like a Brazil, but it has silver instead of the saturated pretty yellow from the Brazil. Look at that leaf. So crazy. Here's my variegated string of my string of turtles, not variegated, it's just a string of turtles. But we did it by propagations, a little baby, super duper cute. Here is the philodendron. I love that. I just like how that looks. I don't know why it does that, but it does that, and it's really, 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 really pretty. I got it as a little baby. It was gifted to me when I bought a plant on Etsy, and it has grown nicely. Here is a variegated sensation, a silver streak spatitalium or peace lily. My Trellis Cantaria Nanook in the back, beautiful peperonia. Here is a variety of philodendron, my Hoya Lisa, really, really pretty. And then this is the shitty eye. I think it's not a shitty eye. It's some sort of plant, and when it's not happy, it drops all of its leaves. But one thing that I've noticed, it makes them come back. I'm not quite sure if it's gonna focus, but you can see the new shoots happening. So that was pretty interesting. Here's a piece that I'm propagating. It's a variegated piece of leaf. Here is my Prince of Orange, Burritos Donkey Tail. Really, really fun begonia. This is the Trellis Cantaria Nanook that I propagated. Here's a filling flirty Trellis Cantaria from Proven Winners, a silver splash, a fun anthurium, and that is my son Tyrized philodendron, the variegated one that's in the very back. This is a jade scindapsus. Here is a Hoya that was gifted to me, and let me see if I can show you guys. I don't see nothing yet, but that's the name. And on the very back, we have a Zanzi, a Chameleon Zizi, the beautiful Brazil, Peperonia. And then we have a Golden Pothos, pretty fun. There is my philodendron Torridum in the very back. It has honestly grown so much since I got it, and I'm really, really happy with it. Here is a Jaceina that I'm propagating, and I took more cuttings out of it, and now it's starting to produce its side shoots, which I'm super duper happy. So it's gonna look a nice fuller plant. Here's a crocodile bird's nest fern, neon pothos. Here is a mint arisonii. So it has like very light variegation. Here is my anthurium. It was blooming, but it's not gonna, I don't have any pollen to pollinate it, so it's pretty sad. But it has a new leaf coming in, so I'm super excited about that. Here is a Hoya a bromeliad, peperonia. Here is another Hoya that I'm super duper excited about. It's starting to put out even more shoots, which is insane. Here's my variegated aglaonema. That's a cream splash. Micans, this velvet looking one. A begonia that I almost killed by underwatering, but it's starting to come back, so I'm excited about that. Peperonia, dark jade scandapsus right there that I'm propagating. And here's another awesome Hoya. Hoya finalayonosi, something like that. But it's pretty fun and it's starting to branch out a lot. Here are some neon potos that I propagated because I love a good neon potos. So here's the variegated ribbon syngonium that I was telling you about. Also, you're probably going to see some fungus gnats. I'm dealing with those as of now, but look at that. This is like a half moon. Half variegated. Isn't that insane? This got stuck on the sticker trap, but it's fine. Really, really happy with this. And yeah, awesome. Here's a Hoya queen. Let's go up again. Here is the mother plant of the Jade scandapsus. This is a big leaf. These Jade scandapsus give the most massive leaves. It's really, really satisfying. Here is my horsehead philodendron, and it has a new leaf coming in. I love it, and the leaves are so interesting looking. My beautiful light vein maranta, look at that, was one of my favorites of the month of September. Still is my favorite. I just love the light veins. Here is my Gabriella, Gabby philodendron, I'm sorry, from Gabriella's plants. Isn't that an awesome leaf? Here's another really, really cool leaf. Beautiful. It got stuck, it's okay. And it has more shoots coming on the side. The very back we have an ant plant. Here is a oh my goodness, is this Scandapsus? I always forget her name. Moonshine Scandapsus, I believe. Here is a watermelon peperonia. It's gold dust woman. In other words, it's variegated. But for some reason, it's not really giving me the variegation. But surprisingly, it is still alive. I used to kill this plant. Oh, there it is. Peperonia gold dust woman. I used to kill this plant. And I'm really, really happy that it's still hanging on with me, honestly. Just wish the variegation can stick a little bit better. There's another pepperoni at the very, very back. And then here's my beautiful aglaonema. I collect a lot of plants, you guys, for the aesthetic of the jungle vibes, but also like the varieties. And also if it was gifted to me or if I got it for a really good deal. I also propagate a lot of my plants because, again, I love the jungle vibe. So it's always like a fun thing for me. Beautiful aglaonema. Here's a silver blue that I propagated. Here is a Aurora peace lily. It has like the green on green variegation. This, I always forget her name, but it's a pretty one. There is black lipstick pagoda. And then here is another silver blue. Pearls and jade. And then this one has Melissa. I have to treat it, but it's my lemon meringue potos, and I forgot to show you guys on this side as well. This is my variegated string of pearls, and a loa variegated string of hearts. Okay, that was on that. Here's my string of hearts, which is struggling right now. It's dropping a lot of its leaves. Variegated monstera Peru. It's doing really, really good. This is my mint monstera. Let's see if I can put up the new leaf. Look at that. And then this is my money tree that I got for clearance. Just give us a new leaf. String of bananas. Seba blue. This is my Florida ghost. It's really, really, really stunning. Love it. Here's a lemon top potos, pearls and jade, variegated bird's nest fern, variegated strawberry begonia, neon queen, a funky peace lily, succulents, neon potos, scandapsus, centivarias over there. I like to put the centivarias on the very back because they don't need a lot of watering or care. So I also like decorate considering by their needs. A orange stardust aglaonema, marble queen potos, that leaf right there. This is my philodendron carnival. So the difference between this one and the Brazil is that this one has green variegation in the middle as well. Well, that's the difference. It has green variegation in the middle. Compared to the Brazil, it's just like a nice saturated light green on the middle. This one has more of a contrast. So this is a Hoya that has grown like crazy. I kind of let things grow because there's so much light being spilled over, and anything that lets my plants thrive. And I also love the aesthetic of like plants going wild because it just satisfies that jungle vibe inside of me. So people see it like a plant store. I honestly love that because whenever family comes over, I love to give a tour and updates on the entire collection. And I also love to give them free plants that I propagated, or sometimes I feel out of love out of a plant and I love to give them one so they can grow their own personal collection. So I love having my own little mini plant store. It's a really fun aesthetic that I enjoy, but everybody has their own aesthetics. Look at all of those new shoots. It's literally insane. There's a Hoya in the back, a begonia, Hoya princess, more Hoyas. That's my string of pearls. I love that variegated Hoya DS70 in the back. It's stunning. Another Hoya. There's a Shangri-La Potos, I believe. So this is the Brazil. You see how the middle has, that's dirt, how it has the light, saturated, beautiful green vein in the middle, right? Like a paintbrush was brushed with a light color, but the carnival has it dark in the middle. It's a really pretty contrast. I like it. And then that's my Jesena Potos. This is my Champs Potos, which has gotten pretty big. My mother plants, this is my first Jesena begonia, and then it's gonna get pretty chaotic. I am struggling with my begonias for some reason. You can kind of tell with this one too. So I'm trying to like tackle what's going on. But here is my variegated Hoya DS7 that I propagated, which gave me a lot of green, but it's starting to push out the variegation. Here is a Scandapsis, my zero plant, Tradescantii, Pearls and Jade. This is my silver cloud philodendron. It is finally giving me a new leaf. I'm extremely happy. I think it's such a beautiful plant. Love the leaves. This one was the recent new one and it already got stuck on the shelf and I wasn't really supervising it, but I'm a lot more cautious with this one and I'm happy to say it's gonna unfurl so beautifully. I mean, this one's beautiful too. It has character, but this one's gonna come out just, I don't want to say better because I feel bad for the plant, but it's gonna come out, I don't know what words to say. It's gonna come out unique, I guess we can say that, right? This is especially unique because of the tear. It's very unique, but this is gonna come out like massive and bigger. I don't want to say better, but yeah. Okay, here is another, my philodendron Biliatia. It has gotten pretty big and it's giving me another new leaf. It grows pretty fast. You can kind of see the height that it's doing, so it's pretty fun. In the very back we have my Star Strumenti. Here is my Albo Epiparium, my Syngonium that I chopped to propagate more, my Mojito Syngonium, and it's starting to branch out. Pink Lady Peperonia, really fun. Brandy in the back, Anthurium, and some other goodies. Syngonium, Anthurium right there as well. Begonia, and then yeah, that's on that. Here is a pretty Hoya, another Hoya. Dark Scandapsis, I believe. This Potos, I got it on the stores and it was labeled as Fernando's Fire, and I thought it was really variegated. I just squished them in the books, you guys. That's all I do. I just kill them like that. It looks like a golden Potos, honestly, so it is what it is. Here's my variegated, I don't know why I keep calling it variegated, but it's my string of turtles, and it's gotten pretty big, and I have to chop it. I don't know, it's getting too crazy now. There is an Anthurium, Begonia. This is my African violets. I have never had an African violet. I have one now, and I'm pretty surprised that it's doing really good. You can see the flower, super pretty. There's more flowers coming up. I bought it as a variegated African violet, and I think that's how the variegation looks, because ever since it has been getting more light, it just looks like that. And I'm kind of into it. I thought it was like a white variegation, but it's more like a what do you call it, like orangey, a unique variegation. Harmonia Selby, green hotleaf philodendrons, and a golden pothos. These are all propagations. Really, really happy with them. And a calathea. Alright, my Bonnie spider plants, also known as curly spider plants. This one, and I'm not quite like that because I'm struggling with it. Here is a Epiparium. These are called a sunburst. Doesn't really look that variegated, but that's how it does, and it looks pretty crazy. This one's pretty fun though. This is my silver cloud, no, my platinum Scindapsus. It has grown really nicely, and I'm just so in love how silver the leaves look. Network Calathea. There's a Hoya right there. Yes, this one's struggling. I just got it. Pretty sad about it. A variegated Anthurium, and there's a lot of Anthuriums. They're all labeled, but they have their own little tags. Here's another new leaf coming in. Peperonia. Yeah. Here's my green leaf philodendron. I am propagating her in the moment. I just did like a couple days back, so that should start to branch out. Another Anthurium. This is my, it's a Scindapsus. It's called an Albo Scindapsus from what I remember. I was pretty surprised when I got it, and it has grown a lot. It has very unique, bold leaves. I'm very surprised how it looks. This is one of its newest leaves, and I cannot wait to see the markings, like to harden off. Here is another Scindapsus. These are two Scindapsus. Yeah. Here is a Gabi that I propagated. So it's prohibited to propagate and sell Gabi philodendron cuttings or plants, but I just did it to have plant insurance because I paid a lot for my Gabi and I wanted to make sure that I have a backup. But this is my backup that I did by cuttings months back, and it looks pretty good. Pretty happy with the variegation. I think it's gorgeous. And then there's another Hoya and an Anthurium right there. That's my Rhaphidomas superma, also known as Mini Monstera. Here is a Syngonium that I got for clearance. It's doing pretty good. Maria Syngonium. And Arisonia, but I found out, I think it's an Esqueleto. Because they all look like that until you give them something to climb on. Supposedly Esqueletos, when they're premature, they just have more fenestrations and double fenestrations, which this one does have. So yeah, and it's funny because I actually have one coming in the mail, so I'm excited for that. But I think I already had one, so that's that. But I'm gonna say it's just an Arisonia. That's the holiday cactus. Here is an Anthurium. My Mandula. I am so in love with how big the leaves are getting. I'm just fertilizing it. I don't know exactly what's making it produce big leaves. I'm not giving it support, and it's just doing such an amazing job. A philodendron. My Maverick pothos. That's always thirsty. I think I have to repot it because it's drying out every other day. It's crazy. Golden Crocodile, Beauty Chem, Maranta. Look at those new variegated leaves. And my green heartleaf philodendron. And then there is a Neon Pothos, Golden Pothos that I propagated. Look at how beautiful it is. I like to propagate my plants, you guys. I think it's pretty fun. Okay, here is my ficuses. Ficus, my Raven, Aglonema, another ficus. This is my Burley Marks Flame, and I chopped it because it wasn't sticking, but it ended up putting a lot of multiple shoots, and this is very dry. Here is another Syngonium, Centoveria, my Pink Princess Philodendron, and my Lemon Lime Philodendron. Now we're going to the living room. That's my massive Mandula, but I think it's a lemon top because the variegation is very light, as you can see, but it was labeled as a Mandula. You can see some white right there, look at that. Yeah, pretty weird. Okay, so here is my Neon Pothos, Hoya Queen, Champs, this one Epiparium and Plesium variegated. Those are both propagated. That's what they see, the old leaves. They've gone through their own things, but now they're doing A-okay. My ficus, another ficus, Aglonema, my pink polka dot begonia. I wish it was a pink one. It's one of my wish list plants, but this is my polka dot begonia or begonia maculata. It's honestly gotten pretty big and it's still blooming like crazy. Drancina, Chinese evergreen silver bay, massive ZZ. And this is my Monstera Siltepecana. Here is this one, I call it Lechera. Neon Potos. Here's the mother plants of that one that I showed you. I can never memorize her name. Viparium Aplysium variegated. My Brandy, some other goodies. My Senanti Calathea Burley Marxie. Not a Senanti, it's a Calathea. Milk Confetti Syngonium. Wellfan Santivaria. My massive Aglonema, Thai Constellation, and it has a new leaf unfurling. I'm super duper excited. My Ficus Benjamina variegated, another fun Ficus, Golden Potos. We'll go in the balcony later on. Here's my variegated Ring of Fire, my massive variegated Tiger Fern. The reason why they call it tiger because it has those beautiful variegated leaves, and I'm very surprised how massive it has gotten. Like, it's so huge. Here's another carnival that I propagated. You can see it right there, my Micans. This is the Monstera Siltepecana that I propagated as well. Bird's Nest Fern, my Syngonium Wendyland. It looks so beautiful in this corner. I'm obsessed. And then a Ficus right there. Oh, and my Seba Blue. Whenever they're in these orange planters, I ended up propagating them in the springtime, so they're just extras. Seba Blue, just saying no. And then that's a lemon meringue potos, which is pretty crazy. The mess, but this is my camouflage Himalayan sobi that I have in the dining room table, and then this is the kitchen slash dining room. Here is my Senanti Great Star. It was literally so small, and I'm so happy how massive it has gotten. Raindrop Peperonia, Domino Pisili. It's been blooming like crazy. Pretty cool. Summer Glory Philodendron in the back, and I see a new leaf unfurling. Look at that. My Dieffenbachia, White Wizard, I believe. And Anthurium. This is one of your common Anthuriums, but I like the new leaves. Like, they come out so red. And these are fake, just for decor. My Calyctobrifolia, I almost lost it, but I ended up just chopping it, resetting, and now it's doing pretty good. My Choco Philodendron, really fun. Aglonema and Alocasia, and my Staghorn Fern. Here is a Jesena, which it is. It was first a jade, it reverted, but it came back. Pretty interesting. Another Monstera Siltepecana that I propagated. All of these came from the mother plants, the one that's hanging in the ceiling that I showed you, which is pretty crazy. By the coffee section, I have my little orchids, which nothing too crazy. And then this is a propagation that I did, but it's my Bonnie spider plants, and I just have it sitting in water for funsies. This is the Dracaena that we bought on clearance. It's doing pretty good. Corkscrew, which I'm struggling. And this is one we got for clearance last year. And it's gonna bloom. I'm so excited. Other section over here, I have my Jesena, Champs, Beautiful Peperonia, Crown of Thorns, and this is my Godzilla Syngonium. And this is my massive, which was so small, but now it's gotten so big, and I'm really happy with it. Peacock Calathea. The fridge, I have my Alocasia Mellow that I just recently got, and my other beautiful alocasias that I've been having, and I'm really happy with how they are starting to grow. I'm kind of happy that I kind of mastered alocasias. I still wouldn't get a poly or the other crazy ones because I don't think I'm an expert, but I think I can keep them alive. Back then I would kill them, but now they're doing super good. This is new, but I've had these for months already. My Alocasia Ninja, super duper proud. And over there in the back is my Ficus Shiverana, and then another Alocasia. Now we're gonna go outside and I'm gonna give you guys a tour on the balcony plants. If you guys don't judge me with the balcony, it's very hot and I'm doing with what I can. Like I said, we're gonna move in a couple of days, so I'm just waiting to put these in the yard and then water them down. But this is my variegated banana. It was a tiny little baby. Here's another new leaf. really happy with this growth. Here is my alocasias. This is the Aurora one. This is the Albo one. Look at that new leaf. My Aurora variegated banana, and it just produced little babies. My Euphorias, Aloha, blue candle cactus, and then here's a dwarfed banana. The mother died, but it gave us a lot of babies. My Euphoria Ghost. Here is my variegated Ficus triangulus, which I ended up placing outside because they started going downhill, but you can see the new shoots happening, so it's just gonna stay as an outdoor plant, to be honest. And then here's Jasena, Hoya Splash, Silver Streak. This is a real. The way I know it's a real because I bought it from Gabriella's plants. That's the only way. They're only the ones that can sell it, from what I know. And it also has longer leaves than a Silver Streak. This is a Silver Streak, and then the real has longer leaves. Silver Blue with the Brazil Jasena. My Burley variegated Burley Marks. Oh, look at that new leaf. There's a Glorosium in the back. This is an Monstera Aurora that I got. The back is pretty dirty because I spray a lot of neem oil. I kind of stopped already, but I was doing it to protect my plants. This is my Albo, and it just gave me this brand new leaf, and it's almost like a half moon, which is kind of insane. Love those double fenestrations. Look at that. It's so pretty, and I'm so proud of it. It has grown crazy outside. That's on that. Here's some sunrise that I'm propagating. The Burley Marks that I propagated and already has new shoots. Mojito Centeno that I propagated now is doing a lot better. Here is a Hoya, this Hoya died, but this is my Silver Splash. And then here is a green Syngonium, which I've been eyeballing this. This was an Albo, and this was a mother, but it reverted to just green. But I'm looking at it now and I got a feeling that it's gonna come back, which is exciting. But I had a medium Monstera that was variegated and I threw it away because they reverted. And people were telling me not to do that because sometimes they come back. So now I'm regretting it, but it's okay. There's not much I can do, but I feel like that's like hard enough to something variegated. I don't know. And then here's the Golden Potos. Yeah, I'm not gonna believe it, but if you've been seeing my channel from the get-go, like in the beginning of the year, we propagated this. It's so crazy. Mover Queen Potos. That's a Hoya. This car's passing by. Here is my Fiddle Leaf Fig, which now it's hardened off already. I can handle the full sunlight. This was from inside. It didn't do, but now it's a tree, guys. They can handle full on light, and now it has. And it has grown crazy, and it's just been giving me leaves after leaf, which is pretty crazy. Here's my mango, which I'm so proud of. I was eating a mango and I was like, let me just grow the seed, and there it is. This is my seed. This is not houseplant, these are vegetable seedlings, but we sowed these last week and they have already sprouted. They're starting to show their true leaves, which is pretty exciting, and it's going to be for my fall/winter vegetable garden, so I'm super duper excited about that. I already chopped some of them. I put 2 or 3 seeds per cell. I gotta cut over here because you don't want to have 2 in there. You can separate them, but it can disturb the roots. The safest thing to do is just chop it. I know it's really sad, but it's just to have the best success. And then here is a Mandula, which I just noticed is getting dizzy. I'm low on iron. I just was looking down, that I went up and now I'm really dizzy. But this is my Mandula, which I'm gonna have to move pretty soon. This is another reel that I propagated. You can propagate, but you cannot sell. And I like to have plant insurance because I paid money for that and I don't want to lose it. So I have a copy. But this is my green Syngonium that I told y'all. And this looks variegated. Y'all see that? Can I force it open? If not, see, it was, shut the front door. It's coming back as an Albo. That's a new leaf. Oh my goodness. And that's crazy because the mother doesn't have anything. How though? Oh, I regret throwing my variegated medium Monstera. Because I was okay with just having a green Syngonium. I really do like them a lot. But, you guys, oh my goodness. I have my Albo Syngonium again. I want to force it open, but I'm pretty sure that's variegated. And that gives me hope with the Arizona that I got. That's literally green, but it's supposed to be an Albo. Yay! I'm like lost with words. This is crazy. Here's another closer look at this beautiful Marble Queen. But here's the, and this is a cutting, by the way. I took more cuttings out of it. The mother plant was inside that I showed y'all. The green swingina that was in the shelves. Taking off these dead leaves. Wow. I always wonder what triggers the variegation is, because they were getting a lot of light. I wonder if it's the warmth. Because I kind of, you see how it looks when it's vining down? I kind of love that from a Syngonium. I think it's really, really pretty. That's crazy. And it's not even on this leaf. Like, this is a new leaf. I don't think it has any variegation, but this, it's variegated. And this is a new leaf. That's variegated. And then this looks variegated for sure. Please let me know, you guys, if I'm delusional or if you see color right there. I can't unfurl it. It's too tight still. But I've been eyeballing it these past days. Y'all see that? You know what that is? Those are lacewing eggs, you guys. You know what that means? Lacewings are a beneficial bug, insect, that eats soft bodies like spider mites and mealybugs, from what I know. But they're really, really nice to have. Lacewings. I can't believe they laid eggs. That is so cute. Look it up, lacewing eggs, you guys. And they're also really, really cute. They have like a light green. Their wings are so beautiful. They give off fairy vibes for me. But this is insane. I can't believe this. Alrighty, I am sweating, and my phone, I was struggling with it for a hot minute. Like literally for a whole minute, it was not turning on. The phone was extremely hot. But that is the entire houseplant. I know some shelves are a little bit dirty. I'm really sorry about that. But it's a realistic houseplant tour. I did tidy things up a couple days, but doing plant chores every day, there's always some soil that gets spread every now and then. But that Syngonium is insane. I cannot believe I finally have my oboe Syngonium, you guys. So that's basically my husband's calling me. Sending positive vibes to each and every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!